What's up gamers, it's your boy Scrub and welcome back to the channel. We've got another Broken Arrow match review for us to run through today. We're still running Special Forces Armored, but it's definitely going to be pretty intense and worth a watch if you want to stick around and see some pretty hectic close quarter combat with tons of infantry. Yeah, it's very good. Still playing on, this will be like a kind of follow-up from the last video because it was too good not to cover this, but playing on the opposite side of the map, Meandering River, and yeah, you can kind of get to see what happens when you don't go and immediately rush towards controlling that point and how devastating it can be. Of course, if you want to skip forward and dive right into the action, I'll pop up a timestamp on the screen, but this will be a match review you don't want to miss because I'm pretty sure, like looking back at the actual score screen or just like my notes, the enemy team had like an average ELO of like 1300. So, and I kind of carried insanely hard during this game to the point where like I had my teammates calling it out, and I think if I wasn't like 1v3ing pretty much the whole enemy team at points, we would have completely lost. Unfortunately, I don't have the highest kill streak or highest kill score or any of that stuff at the end of the game, but it's definitely close, or at least up there. Putting that aside though, having a lot of fun playing. Finding it's kind of difficult to find time to actually record these match reviews, and I'll be completely honest with that. Like, holy shit, the only time I do get to do it is like right in the evening after my kiddo's gone to bed, and I'm normally crazy tired and exhausted. So give me some love and be kind to me if I yawn, or if you hear me like banging my teacup because I've decided I need a bit of a pick-me-up, and coffee, it's a bit too late for coffee because, you know, I'm an old boomer now. So I'm having tea, black tea, the best type of tea. But yeah, so diving into the match now. This was kind of the first match I've had in a while where it wasn't a bloody mirror. I don't know what it is. The servers are kind of cooked at the moment, particularly at this low elo. It is definitely a different game when you're versing US, but you know, fun nonetheless. Saying that, haven't really made any changes to the deck. Still the standard SF armored. I'll show it at the end like I always do. But I have been watching a couple of streams and I've been inspired to really not necessarily play a different deck combination, even though I've had someone trying to convince me to play Marines Special Forces, and looking over the stats of a lot of the units, I'm like, ooh, that seems tasty, that seems fun. I like the infantry. I like the go fast and the smack hard, good shit. But I've seen Beagle Rush run, Moore's teams alongside RCC in close combat in the AMPVs, and just pretty much the whole decks around Delta Force, these little AMPV wagons, and just tons of hectic fighting. It's like, it is really cracked and very fun. Holy shit. Just watching him play it, I'm like, I gotta try that, because I think the playstyle will be directly up my alley. So maybe you'll see that, you know, in the future. New deck for sure, but you know, still playing Special Forces Armored because I just love it too much. I love tanks. I love F-35. I can't play the game without an F-35. I'm too bad at air shit to like not rely on the stealth. Yeah. So as you can see, well, we can't see the ELO right now, but I think most of them are like they're quite high players. I think the level 7 guy is actually dropping down all their ELOs quite hard, and I think this might be a stack. Which is interesting. Apparently, if you load into the game with a stack, like, you can turn off mirror matches, so you never have to verse US or, like, you know, Russia. So that's interesting. Of course, I will apologize that the frame rate isn't as smooth in this one, but it might not be noticeable after, you know, we do all the compressions and shit. I don't know what it is, but Broken Arrow has this cracked memory leak, and after, like, definitely 2 games, my frames dropped from like 110 or like 90 when I'm actually in game to like, you know, barely 50, barely 40 at times, and it gets worse until it's pretty much unplayable. Yeah, so like this whole match, I really wanted to dive into it and be like, all right, we got to go and control J, we got to control this forest and just giga charge push forward. I don't think I actually bring as many stingers in this rollout, or I kind of delay my stingers roll. I think I start with some Flash, RRC, and I think that's it, yeah. And I bring the stingers up, you know, the past. talking to a few more people, I'm definitely probably a bit too reliant on the stingers. I could probably be doing other things, you know, bringing up other stuff. But yeah, it's just one of those things, right? I was in low ELO, I've noticed that heli spam or like a heli push as a reaction to like losing a bunch of units is just too common. So you really need to have stingers on the field, or you just get like push. You just bounce off it, because you know, if you don't have the anti-air, you'll just like, you know, get spanked instantly. Still doing the F-22 Raptor because I think it's kinda, you know, probably don't need it, but it's cracked and it's probably the best thing for special forces. And if I keep it alive, you know, it's good, and it can teach me how to play what do you call it? It can teach me how to play the air for sure, air gameplay, which is, you know, it's tricky to get a hang of if you never play it. So yeah. Oh, that's a good tea. Oh, get that in ya. But yeah, now bringing up some Soros, some stingers, and I think some supplies, because at this point I was kind of like, you know, I was like I always do. I played this game expecting that I'm going to be versing myself, and that my opponent is immediately, you know, realizing all the things that I'm doing. So I kind of like play hyper aggressive and just want to, you know, immediately build a super strong front line, because like I'm betting on the fact that my opponent will be aware of how critical it is to control this little point here, and they'll be rushing units there like insanely quick like this. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, let's counter YOLO, bring all the stuff up. So yeah, I'm gonna have two stingers, 2 RIC for Flash. Flash is crazy. I understand why people run it. It is just too good. It's insanely good. Oh my god, it doesn't do too well when it's running through when it's like what is it, close quarters combat in buildings or like in cities and shit. It just doesn't have the HP, because I think there's only 4 guys in it, so as soon as you kind of take a hit, you just immediately bounce off stuff. But in Forest, it is the premier. Definitely one thing I've noticed is you don't want to be doing Q moves if you're doing counter recon, because I think it's something to do with when you do the Q attack, you don't properly sequence for weapons that you're using, and there's a chance that you're kind of actually a bit funky and you can waste your flash. I think that's how someone articulated it. But got my Sentinel up, best thing of the SF deck. I hope it doesn't get nerfed further. 200 points is kind of crazy. Like, it is a lot, definitely better than, you know, I understand the nerf. I'm not the most keen on point nerfs. Like, you should probably go behind and actually edit the profiles of units, but yeah, I don't know this game enough to actually be able to properly debate on all that stuff. I got some Recon Bradleys coming up with my snipers, and I'm not sure if I bring a Cav Scout. I might, don't know. But yeah, just playing super, not being proactive, getting my recon out there super early. Got my Bradleys to kind of deal with any immediate infantry that's being pushed up, and the snipers. And well as like, yeah, I'm like planning to kind of slowly like create this nice kind of L arrangement where I got my big pincer units up here, moving them up slowly, and then kind of spreading my recon around to the left to be able to kind of like successfully, I don't know, pre-screen, you know? And like, this is one thing I've noticed, like particularly with objectives like E, really, like at this point, we kind of control it. Well, it's fair to say that we do control it. We might actually have it controlled right now, but it's on our side of the map. We've got 2 players. It's pretty much, looking at it now, it's pretty much just me, which is wild. But you know, that's Broken Arrow solo. Going into, what is it, 40, 50 would be the timer, and the opponent's only now capturing K, so it's probably fair to say it is slow rollout. Maybe there's some there we go. We've got a little sneak up here. We've got 2 players. We've got orange and brown. Drone's trying to be a little bit sneaky, but they don't really have anything that can kind of, you know, they might be able to spot my stuff, but what can they really do, to be honest? Oh, we got a pinger. We got a pinger. Something that I am guilty of, to be fair. When I kind of see something that I need someone to see, I like rapidly spam, but I realised apparently that's kind of bad manners, so I'm going to try and stop that. Bringing up some AAGLs just to defend that point, like, it's just to stop anything running into the back line, and if anything does turbo down that, you know, those main roads there, we can easily just, like, suppress it, wrap it, and call in some helis. I'm getting a read right now. I'm reading that, like, my opponent really isn't. They're being quite passive, not really a big heli rollout, even though Russia doesn't really have it, so I'm like, I gotta kind of push this advantage. I've dealt with their first little recon shit, you know, it's not necessarily the biggest, I've dealt with their initial stuff coming at me, so let's just kind of push out that recon net and just aim to kind of spread it as far as wide, as far as possible, to get the, you know, tons of understanding of what I'm going to be dealing with. Bloody hell, toes are crap. It just like pops at. It's so weird seeing like a Russian vehicle that doesn't have like 6 APS. Or isn't it 4 APS? I think it's, yeah, 4 APS and 4 smokes. And like, you got like the SEP, which is, I think, 2 smokes. And like, that is, like, that feels like a lot. But friggin' Russian units have like 4 of them. Which I get, because they're supposed to be like cheap, mass-produced, throw them out there with smoke. They're not really as better than the US stuff, but like, yeah, you get what I'm getting at. Bringing up some Delta Force. Been running them as close quarters combat at the moment, and they kind of, you know, like, absolutely slap. We kind of see here that Orange is really like kind of spreading his stuff around, kind of preparing to kind of box me in. Look at that artillery, holy shit. Oh no, I said the shit. I said the swear word. No, this video is going to be restricted, like they all do, but whatever. But dude, guys, like, you should not be bringing out artillery this early. Like, we need frontline. Like, look, it's pretty much just me on here, and like, I'm just trying to signal to my teammates to kind of get anything. Because even if I'm a Giga Chad god, and I'm doing all this stuff, right? You can't consistently fight off 4 dudes. We'll take on 3 big Russian lads for sure. Kind of moving my stuff around and positioning it in a way, knowing that they do have eyes on me and they do have eyes on my location. Like, I haven't moved my stingers from the last time I fired, but that's fine. You know, it's all good. Yeeting my sniper around to be a little bit of a cheeky boy. Instead of going from building to building, I'm just going to, like, you know, micro up my own route. And of course keeping him on hold fire, just to kind of get a real good idea. Yep. This is where I realized that they're pulling back all their fingers, so they've probably more than likely dropped units off. And I get the idea to like, nah, okay, this is the thing. I'm going to have to like weave my units through the tree line. Because this is the game plan on this map. You control this tree line right here. You control this big blob. You build your stuff there, and then you use the tree cover to sneak around past E and slowly like chip your way over to K. Because if you were to just immediately push across that open field, like, you've got too much overlapping areas where they can just wrap you completely. And what have we got here? Bringing up some Rangers, some AMPV. I think I'm bringing this Rangers up to kind of deal with E. I got another AMP Rangers as well. Having a peek over to my teammates, see what they're doing, signaling what they're, you know, hopefully wanting them to bring some stuff to E. Of course, this looks like a pretty bad match at the moment. We're not doing the best. We're kind of they control more points. We're doing alright on kills. But yeah, not much going on for sure. Just there are 2 tow teams doing their thing on E, which is, I don't think it was intentional, but I did just decide to, like, you know what, we got to get something in there. We just yeet this Rangers with this these 2 AMPVs. We got some tow teams, so I'm like, I just got to like breach that as quickly as possible. No point, like, you know, let's like yeet there, get as close as possible, use my Rangers, shoot some stuff in the face, all the good stuff. Nice spotting from the Bradley right there. I got my Berets and ROC going up there to kind of do a bit of counter recon to stop them there, because, you know, they know we're standing there. They're not going to run across the open field, like I said before. That's not the big brain plays. You gotta play this game smart. You know, the smartest thing to do is to not make your units die. You gotta play in a way that makes your units not die. You see? Bit of this micro over there, just like running my AMPV out to the complete opposite side of B. And like, they without a doubt will be... Am I gonna die? I don't know, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Nothing. Okay, cool. That's fair. Nah. Tank. Taking a cheeky shot. Popping some smokes. One thing that I'm trying to focus in my most recent games is to micro out the units in the AMPV itself, pop their smokes, and then hop them back in, and then move the AMPV. That's like something I've noticed a lot of people are doing, and it's like kind of like a really good way to stop wasting that immediate smoke, because once you lose that smoke, you're kind of just cooked. There you go. Just a single Bradley chillin' there is able to completely see that tow unit, and it's trying to like, yeah, just trying to 1v1. And like, yeah, it's just kind of, I'm like, you know what, screw it. We've kind of cleared their little dudes. We put a bit of pressure at E. Let's kind of push up a lot harder onto, bloody hell, look at that flash. Brap, dead. Immediately dead. That's crazy. And they only used 2 shots. Damn. Flash are good. Panicked though. I'm not sure if they're getting fire from anyone, but it might even be the fact that they ran into their own flames. Don't know what happened there. But my rangers have pulled back. Moving my Delta Force onto the objective. It's just some artillery. Just some artillery. Which is normally the case. Like, you do a bit of a push, you kill some stuff, you capture an objective, and you're going to be getting artillery. So the best thing to do is to constantly stay mobile. And not really do what this guy's doing here. Like, there's going to be AA, he's going to be in range, and you just get popped. Probably where he was would have been a lot safer to drop the guys out and then run them from, like, you know, forest line to forest line, then into the town. Fortunately, it's just kind of like the way it is. You can't expect to like not have your opponent have artillery. Or AA, for matter of fact. Trying my best to like be real, not passive, be aware of my points here. No point kind of having a lot of stuff banked up. Sorry, not having a lot, there's no point having a bunch of stuff on the field if it's not being used. So it's like, let's be smart about this. Let's try and keep as much money as possible to float brig in my F-35s. Sending a ranger to kind of help deal with that big E push, but thankfully, you know, the artillery chads and those guys can kind of, you know, deal with that a little bit, because I can't push on E. I can't control E and also push on K. And poor little orange here is like, he's not doing enough to like stop me, honestly. I was like, yeah, why not? Let's just, if you're not going to stop me, I'm going to like yeet myself over there. AMPV trying to duel a T-80, which is obviously not the best thing to do. Bringing in my Guardian, I think it was. Just trying to do a little bit of micro, because yeah, this Rangers is not going to be surviving. The whole point of it is to like, let's just kind of stall this cap, micro him around, and try and make the yellow player waste his attention, trying to deal with this like 80 point, what do you call it? Chump squad. Guardian in range of a Tor. Come on. Oh, it's crazy how much damage they do. You get 2 shots and it's dead. Nope. But my MPV is coming to save the day. Definitely not worth it. What a waste of time. Lime Green is actually pushing pretty hard into their back line, which probably has taken a lot of pressure off E right here. But I've just kind of cube moved all my stuff on the, you know, on K side, and just hoping they're not dying, which it kind of has worked out for sure. RRC moving up. Got a bit of a, what's this? I don't even know what that was. But we've got some Rangers playing a bit of a speed bump. Delta Force moving back. Everything's kind of moving around, and yeah. Head into phase 1. Do I actually bother capturing it? I hope I do. Let's see. Yeah, why? There's no reason not to. It takes 30 seconds to capture a point, and even if I was to poke my head in and just kind of, you know, stick my nose in there and be like, what's going on here? If I can capture it, wicked. Oh, nah, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, because my CV's, my Bradley's too slow. Probably could just yeet my stingers across that field right now, and I don't really have to kind of string them along and all that good jazz. I've got an AMPV up there with no dudes in it, but, you know, bringing it back now. Yeah, here we go. Am I capturing it? I think I am. Sentinel doing wonders for sure. It's so good. You should keep it what was it? It's like about 5 kilometers or something. You should keep it back before outside of their where at least you think their AA range will be. There we go. Look at that, captured right at the end because they got no units there because they, I guess, were playing I don't know, just not thinking for sure. Looks like, yeah, looks like on this side it's mainly yellow and orange I get to deal with for this match. Very surprised that I've been able to push this up so far. So I kind of pivot my strategy to this point to like, okay, if the whole goal is to try and keep K for as long as possible, get as much units up there, but not really overextend myself to the point where like we're going to be absolutely clapped. So if we do lose K, which I'm expecting at this point, I am going to lose K fairly quickly, honestly, because why would you? Oh, look at this. Whoa. Boom. Boom. This is brutal. Why not? They got nothing here. Bring the Bradley up and just shoot all their backline, and he's not even paying attention, so we're just like having fun. Running my recon ranges up, and I'm taking the opportunity here to get my snipers even deeper into their lines because like they're not really doing anything at this point. Going to be trying my best to pop that. I'm not at the best. There we go. Pop their supplies. So we more or less have invalidated the full first 15 minutes of the game. Like, we now control this. We're trying our best to move my units up, get into a strong position, get my snipers to be little weasels around. RRC is probably not the best, and I should definitely be pulling up some... Oh, that F-35 has been spotted. That sucks. I've now got some Delta Force and some more teams moving up and bringing up some more RRC squads. What can we get? We're gonna bring Rangers, double Rangers, I think. Yeah. Just taking the opportunity to like, hey, you're gonna give me this land, I'm gonna go and like make you fight for it. Ranger squad kind of acting as a bit of a counter push for E, but we applied tons of pressure at this moment. We've more or less won the whole first phase. We've got an incredibly strong opening right now, and they're kind of on the back foot to the point where like we're going to be expecting them to be doing their best and just throwing everything they can at K to kind of capture it back. AA is very much out of position, but when you pretty much move the front line a whole like 2 or 3 kilometers forward, it's going to be a while for everything gets in line. But doing my best to ferry up some supplies and keep the stuff at the back in case we need anything else. Patriot could definitely be moved up at this point because we don't really, it's just too far back to do anything meaningful. Snipers moving around, just kind of repositioning and getting into good positions. F-85 going back, bit of a waste of points, but that's fine. Moore's team moving up on the left. Yeah. So look, they do have recon. They do have some form of it. Oh, no, they're just kind of YOLOing it, trying to aim where they think we are. This is insane. Like looking at it now, it just goes like it's still wild to me that I was able to like effectively create this huge bridgehead going on here. Like holy shit. Also be warned, my F-35 strikes in this game are absolutely atrocious, and I do miss quite a number of them. Where's that shooting? Oh. Come on, what are you doing? 2, 1 here, and 1 there. Okay, does it actually kill? I don't think it does. Nah, because he opens up on it, and he moves forward. Yep, there we go. That's fine. It's what happens when you don't put stuff on hold fire. And we don't miss it. Alright. And complete waste of an F-35. Yeah, this is to be expected. There is not much going on here. There's tons of helis. Big old heli push going on. Trying to get my Rangers up into a nice position. Hoping to keep my AMPVs alive as much as we can. Popping smokes. Thankfully, they do register, which is kind of a big thing. I've noticed there's kind of a desync bug going on about when you do pop the smoke, it like registers on your game, but not on the opponent's. Look at this crazy stuff. Complete Hail Mary with the F-35 bomb. Could definitely be doing something a bit better. Those poor Rangers are getting absolutely smacked. Moving the Delta Force up. Oh, we get it. We get something for sure. Moving that back. Oh, bam. Keep moving, trying to get some kills. This is brutal. Pulling the Stingers back. Oh, Rangers aren't really doing their best. Popping. Yeah, it's a killer push for sure. No F-35, because you missed the first one. Oh. Run away. But you can't fight that, dude. You gotta pull away. You gotta pull back. You can't do anything there. Rangers could definitely be a bit closer for sure. No, you know, to kind of beat on myself there, I could probably just immediately brought up those supplies there. I didn't really need to wait on, what do you call it? I could have like used the supplies coming from back to support that page and just immediately move these up to get my stuff reinforced. What does it take? You know, 2 quarter health Morse teams versus a Terminator? Yeah, I think we all know what happens. Not really in the best position right here, but mainly focusing on slowing down their push as much as possible and then bringing stuff back that is needed. Teammate did try and help me then with this massive tank push. Gonna like poke my head in to check to see if K is capping, and it's not. But we do have some stuff. We do have 3 Ranger squads with a couple of Moors themselves. They're probably not as good as Ranger Moors, but you know, it's something. Bring up some more Shorad because our buddy here loves his AA for sure. Oh, running out but running back in is never the best idea. Does the Javelin get the hit? Nah, it doesn't. Oh, it might again. I'm terrified at this point. I'm panicking, doing everything I can to get those Stingers refilled as quickly as possible because, dude, the moment those helicopters come over here, my stuff is just shredded. Big Boss Orange has realized that I've sneaked one of my AMPVs into their backline, and I've got some stuff right there, so kind of playing a bit of a cat and mouse game with the line of sight at the moment. Here we go. Like, this is kind of, what do you call it? A Russia manifest, in the sense where you've got a lot of good shit. You can wreck absolute stuff. It spanks, it kills. It's just if you piecemeal sending stuff in at once, it just falls apart and you die immediately. US stuff is just gonna trade up too well, and you're not gonna have a choice. Hopping smoke, hopping back in my AMVV and pulling back, or my Stinger team cheat themselves up there, but we do get the kill. I'm not sure if it did. Do we get the kill? I don't know if we killed any dudes, but AMP moving up to deal with this Tor, Rangers moving back, Flash Boys doing their thing. What are we bringing up now? Just playing a game of cat and mouse. Best way to describe it. Come on, stand off, you can do it. With my AMP around. Oh, probably not best to go that way because that corner squad will just shoot you. And you've got no, oh, we do have, trying to get in their minimum range. With my Stingers up, Rangers teams. Big push coming now, a lot of pressure. We've got red, yellow, and orange on this side of the map. Just being cheeky. Terminator versus 2 Rangers. Does Rangers win? Didn't look like it for a second. Did that AMPV legit have 2 Ranger Recon squads and Moors? That must have been a bug, for sure. Could definitely be using a lot more supplies right now. We've got 2 Stingers we could be bringing up. Yeah, waste of time with this F-35 for sure, because we're not going to be able to make those hits. That's a waste of time. Yeah, definitely. Waste of time. Could be using that to kind of deal with the infantry in the town right now. Because we don't have the support we need to kind of deal with this massive front line we've really opened up. Oh, stingers! Oh, misclick, running the wrong direction into the line of a tank. Shit. Yep, and we miss the bombs again and lose another F-35 for nothing. Nah, we have just didn't really. Well, it wasn't efficient calling my AMPVs. But we're drawing a lot of attention off my teammates, which has given them the opportunity to push a lot harder. We've got Big Man Orange and Yellow kind of bringing a lot of our units over here. Red is kind of pulled over every now and then with his choppers, but those are kind of sitting there in reserve. For sure. Lime Green's gonna get smacked. Does he get smacked? No. That's lucky boy. We've been more or less completely pushed off the point at this point. But, it's not the worst. We have forced them to commit an absolute ton of resources to take back K. The front line is definitely in... front line has definitely moved significantly, and because of that, they haven't been able to properly go and pressure E as well as that other one. Love OP is a legend, and he helps out a ton in this match, and like, holy shit, we wouldn't have been able to hold so well if it wasn't for him. Bring some more Delta Force, and yeah, we need to bring some Stingers. Come on. Yeah, we'll hold it off until we got the points. That's a lot of stuff from that point. Definitely should be using that terrain to our advantage. We have limited javelins that we can use, and they're going to do their best to be kind of countering us as much as possible. Oh, yep, smoke, get behind that building. Pull the Rangers back, pull the Morse back. I only got one Morse, and that was definitely a misclick, and I could definitely have two here, because I don't think one Morse will not be able to deal with this push coming up, for sure. Shorad, Cadet, Hellfire to be terrific at this point. But, do we get it pulled? No, they pull back, which is enough. What's that? I think cruise missiles. Yeah, cruise missile choppers. AMPV circling around. RRC, huge push again. Can we micro our way out of this? One pop. Ooh, they just die instantly, dude. It's crazy. Moore's at the back. Dead. RRC moving up. Pull back. Oh, do you get out? That Moore's team is like the main character going on right now. Holy shit. We've kind of been able to really kind of counteract this push here. Those transports definitely didn't have anything in them, and they've probably been all dropped in that town. But saying that, we more AMPVs. No, we've got to get something else. But we go mech engineers and pararescue because we've got to get this flash. There's too much stuff going on right now. Yeah, good selection. Way better to be yeeting these boys up super quick because we need the stuff now. Oh, misclick. Damn, that's all good. Bring in an extra asshole for no reason. AMPV moving back, supplying at the Patriot while my Delta Force moves up and Rangers and RRC make a push onto K. Those red boys are definitely trying to find me. Do they find me? Do they find me? I think they do. But they don't notice. That's not good. But can we run in to capture the point? That's the question. We're just being weasels at this point. It doesn't matter. The whole point is to get them to... Yep, double tap. He knows my Patriot location. Could definitely be moving back, but it's fine. We are doing our best to waste their time and to just hopefully get them to decap that point so they don't get anything. Bit of misclick there with the AMPV. Could have definitely picked it up. Come on, Shorad, you're an MVP. Push out right now. Come on, Shorad. I can hear explosions. I think these guys aren't dead, so it probably means... Yeah, there we go. Yep, Rangers died, but Shorad was the MVP and saved us here. Bring him at Delta Force in, huge supply, got some killer eggs, there's some extra AA to deal with anything that's coming. Moving the Green Berets up. Unfortunately didn't capture the point, but we do have a ton of pressure on it. Could probably be bringing in my artillery right now and using it for smokes. I don't think my what do you call it? The paladins are set up for that. I think they might just be solely laser guided. This is one thing I've noticed in a lot of games when you kind of play reactive, at least with these killer eggs, and I think in the future I will switch them up. I'm bringing the killer eggs up when I know I need them and not when I think I need them. So like I've already been attacked by all the helicopters. All that stuff is doing its thing. Oh, damn, that's bad. But we've got 2 mech and some mech engineers. Two engineers and some pararescue moving up to provide a bit of fire support. Doing my best to stay behind these buildings while we move up there to kind of smack and do some damage. RRC just chilling at the back. We'll definitely be using those little missile launchers for sure. We got my Morse team, single Morse team, which is making me think that Beagle's onto something with Rangers and Moors, because a single Moors is still pretty deadly, and it can kind of deal with whatever Rush is throwing at you, honestly. Because the meta is just cheap, you know, cheap trucks that aren't really good and they bring dudes, you know? Probably could call back these killer eggs, but we'll see. Way too open to AA for sure, and those stingers should have been up here a lot earlier. Bringing in some supplies, popping them back here, as well as some, pick up a ranger and bring up my Morse team. Recon company being there. Rangers recon being little beasts, pulling him back. We've got another big push coming here, but just kind of want to yeah, I think my plan at this point wasn't necessarily to push them back, it's more to waste their time and make them build up a bunch of stuff, because we didn't really take that many casualties in that last fight. There was some definitely poor micro, and if it wasn't for my teammate here being absolutely good chat and bringing up some much needed support, particularly that Shorad, like holy shit, that's excellent. I'm surprised we're not being cruised. I guess the whole thing is, like, to look at this, to take a step back and look at it a bit further, I might be, like, putting tons of pressure on this guy and having, like, you know, taking the attention of 2 players. But the thing is, though, they've got the whole other map to look at, and at least at this point, there's a single objective. Like, yes, it is the gateway to E and F and all this other side, but it'd probably be better to focus all their attention to the other side of a map instead of just trying to continuously fight this losing battle. Moving my snipers. Oh, goodbye Tor. Yeah, some stuff there. Stingers moving up. Get the Stingers. Delta Force reinforcing. More teams at the back could definitely bring those up. What's that Warpig doing? That is for best trade for sure. Bloody bombs for 2 killer eggs, which is 75 points, 150 points. Probably pays for very explosive, to be honest.
Special tactics team ready.
Yeah, there's stuff going here. So what are we doing with this F-35? I think I was thinking more for fire support. We've got they've kind of yeah, they've created this nice little, given me the town, they pulled their units back, 10 minutes on the clock, completely missed the end of phase 2, but we did kind of get we got 4 points from that, and we didn't capture this point to nullify their points, so they did get 2 for holding this objective and the other ones. Could be making an effort now to signal, is that, Orange is coming this way, he's just repositioning. Could bring up 2 more AMPVs. So do we? This is kind of a downside of running the unit. It's 145 base, plus whatever I'm chucking in it. So let's say it's a Delta Force. There's 255 points for like a slow moving thing that definitely could, you know, it's good and it's a great transport. It's just very pricey. Here we go. Do we get these? Yeah, that's something. Probably not the best, probably not the most effective trade, but it's something. Gets the jet back home. Which, does it work? We get a bomb. Ah, we kill a helicopter. I'm not sure how many points we do get, but we got a little bit. Good position for my RRC squad right there, running directly into those boys running up. Move my Delta Force around to the left to provide some supporting cover from that tree line right there. Green Beret is more or less chilling. Lovely, yeah, didn't even need to ask for it, my boy's already shooting. You seen that juicy pack back there? Big Blobberoo is not doing anything. Trying my best to move this sniper around because we are being pushed and I would like to keep him alive. For sure. Poor Delta Force. They got absolutely smacked then. Surprisingly, Stingers in the pararescue didn't die. Could be making a way more, could be making a much more concerted effort to actually bring up more supplies, because right now they're doing some massive staging, and for sure we need more supplies to keep this stuff up, because the moment we run out of missiles, we're just gonna be completely slammed by their helis. As well, you know, makes me kind of feel a bit better. I'm versing a 1400 ELO player right now, so that's kind of cool. Holding my own, so to speak, so it goes to show that, you know, we can all kind of, if you all try really hard, you can kind of get far in this game. You can get to 1400 ELO, or you can be a 1400 ELO player getting your curves kicked in by a 700 or a 670 ELO scrub. Bringing my Moors team up to hopefully deal with that BTR push coming from the right, just to the right of K. Wasn't the best positioning of those Stingers, if they're going to be blowing apart more or less. Waste of points there, and it's completely opened me up to any helicopter pushes if they kind of are, you know, a bit more cluey. But I think at this point I've definitely scared them a little bit. Guardian comes in and does wonders. Got to keep it back so it doesn't really get picked off by any of their AA, because they're a huge fan of it for sure. At this point I'm kind of thinking about, okay, what do we need at the front line that we could really use for a couple minutes in the future now, because this is hectic. I don't like it. I'm gonna die. I'm looking at that 300 point unit is gonna die, and I'm just, But sorry, my point was, we're coming towards the last 5 minutes of the game, and stuff takes so long to get here that I should really be prioritizing bringing up the resources that we need to ensure that I have everything that's ready to, you know, deal with this final big push coming. So actually finally using the Silent Hawk, because it can just like run right in there. We need some ranges, we need some close combat stuff, we need stuff just to kind of be, you know, a standoff force more or less. We've got this point, let's just kind of secure it down a bit more. Rescue is sick. Like, the fact that they have 4 smokes is crazy, and you should definitely run them if you feel inclined to. I'm probably going to switch them back to, in this new deck that Beagle Rush showed, and I might give it a shot. I might actually switch them back to STT teams, because, you know, I want to start using Delta Close Combat again, but yeah, it's fine. Very good. We've won this match. We're crushing on this side, putting a ton of pressure for sure. GG. Yeah. Kind of just living a ego trip right now. Very surprised. We've actually had someone rage quit, which is wild. I think it might have been what is it, Ship Brown player, or Kazakin Brown. Let's do another Warhammer reference and bring up Kazakin Brown. We got Blood Angels red. It's a nice orange. Avaret Sunshine? I think that's one of them. I don't know. Bringing us some SOF to kind of pick up that pilot there, save a bit of points, which is good. Do a bit of that. AMPV, being a cheeky boy, charging down that road because why not? Nothing's going to stop me. Poor Orange has been traumatized by me, turbo stomping them. I'm surprised I'm not being completely smacked by cruise missiles right now, but it is what it is. I've got no AA up. I'm just kind of chilling, and I'm just relying on my teammates' AA. Oh, look at that, we're bringing up some PFADs, which is cool. Using my RSOVs to like yeet forward and provide a bit of scouting for a bit further down the line. Moving all my stuff around, just kind of spreading it out a bunch so that if there is if a big push does come, we can kind of minimize the chance of us being caught up in a big cluster strike, and even a single unit that is hanging around on the map would be excellent because we can more or less guarantee controlling that point, or at least neutralizing it so they don't capture it. Because they could kill all the stuff, but if I have a single unit there, it's still ours, which is good. Cruise missile coming out, taking up my SHORAD, AMPV, doing a bit of shooting there. Or actually it might be seed. I think it might be seed. Oh, that's not nice. I don't know why I'm doing this, but that's what you do. You get cocky and you want to try and get some kills. Coming into 4 minutes left on the match, and yeah, we're just kind of going wild, getting kills for sure. Eating the boys back, getting some recon. Oh, come on, snipers, do you get the kill? Oh, look at that. Snipers are OP, they need to be nerfed. They killed a chopper. That's ridiculous. Killing a bunch of pilots, just trying to doing our best to get as much points as possible. Build a nice little buffer for anything they can kind of throw at us. Saying everything, all things considering, what's that RSOF doing right there, bro? Just ran directly forward on me instead of picking up that pilot. But teammates have done a wonderful job, like, exploiting the pressure that was being applied to this side, because, like, I guess that's, a big part of this game is when you work as a team, even if it feels like you are losing a lane and you're not really doing the best, you're versing two people. Even just holding or like making it last as long as possible, you're applying all this additional pressure onto the enemy team, where they're having to try and force all their stuff elsewhere. And look, everyone's quitting at this point. We've had one person quit, we've got another person quitting, because they've just given up and they don't give a shit anymore, because they got beaten by scrubs. Of course, if you guys who actually played in this match do see this video, I'm sending love to you. It must be tricky and it's hard playing this game, and sometimes it doesn't go too well. But here we go, like, final turbo push of the game, bunch of helis. With seed, it's not cruise, it's their seed. Because they just went and popped that PFAD's unit. About to was going to be requesting for some air support, but it's fine. It's all good here. They're pulling the stuff back. It's game over. I think they're actually selling everything at this point. Yeah, dude, it was a hectic game, fun to play, and I hope it demonstrates. It's like a learning opportunity, or it just shows you how critical that forest line is, because like the moment you control that and you start weaving your way around that forest line, you can do shit like this where it just moves the line, like the zone of control, and even the line so far forward to the opponent where you're pretty much at their base, and they can commit a metric ton of points to try to push you off it, and even if they do, you've been able to slow them down enough, and then you've got your retaliatory strike coming in to recapture it, and it just, yeah, it goes to show. Like, there was only two of us on this side of the map initially, and we managed to more or less swing the game by just being absolute like goblins running across the field for like, for sure. More I play this map, I got next time I play this, I want to definitely go in Vim River, because that seems fun. Probably won't work for that new deck I was talking about, but yeah, I'm just like trying to communicate with my team here and say this little section right here is so important to control. for sure. You need to control that forest or you just lose the whole side of the map. And honestly, like if big man who I was versing, I think it's Tracker. Yeah, Tracker. I demolished him, poor dude. Oh, that's rough, Tracker. I'm sorry, bro. 5,000 points. Like 4K to 9. That is wild. That is cracked. That's bad. That must feel bad. There you go, 8,000 to 5K. Mainly versing Tracker in the lane. He's 1400 ELO. We got a couple of other guys. I'm not sure who did quit, but you know, I wonder. Got Underdog, which is cool. I wish I got the Infantry one, but it looks like Captain Price was going absolute sicko mode with his Infantry. So yeah, definitely a fun game for sure. Got the 2 legends with their high KD, but they were also doing a bunch of support. Yeah, look, I didn't bring much support up, but I was able to have a huge impact on the game. So like, my low elo friends, we don't need to bring artillery. We can actually just bring our regular stuff and micro, and the effort we're putting into like focusing on microing all our artillery, like you can be putting that onto the actual field and just wrecking shit. Like, yeah, look at that. Like those 2 S300s absolutely ate good off my F35s. Like, dude, Jesus Christ. That's like, what, 1,600 points just for me just messing up my shit. And I only got off 2 strikes. And even then, those 2 strikes weren't good. They were kind of like mid. But yeah, you know, it's definitely a fun game. You guys should play it. If you're holding off playing Broken Arrow, you gotta play it. It's wicked. It's fun. It's the best RTS I've ever played, honestly. Just, yeah, you gotta do it. Play it. Play US. It's not as bad as everyone says. Like, US is good. Russia's good. It's fun. Like, don't believe the hate. It's a good game. No, of course, not ignoring all the issues, because the issues are very much real and they do suck. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Had a lot of fun making it. Have a lot of fun playing it. And doing this commentary as well. We didn't get cruised, which is wicked. But we went to show the power of just being like seizing an opportunity where an opponent doesn't have a backline defense and just kind of, you know, establishing a new line of control and then more or less feeding the meat grinder. Like Russia can toss out a bunch of stuff and they can push you pretty hard, particularly with BTRs and heli spam, which I've heard the heli spam doesn't really work that well in higher elos, but you know, I got to figure out how to counter it because I'm probably failing on that. But my point is, once you kind of get a foothold, you can pretty much trade points very effectively. Whatever points you invest into that area and hold it, you're taking that away from your opponent, and it's kind of like, I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just skitsuing right now, literally. Yeah, you pay points, they have to kill the points. More meat, more good. More dudes, more good. You save points because you're not bringing dudes because their dude's dead, and then you bomb. That's my official strategy, and you should do it. And also, don't die. Yeah, don't let your units die. That also helps. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, or subscription if you're that interested. We upload twice weekly. We have fun with that, and yeah, of course, if you don't feel inclined, you know, you don't have to. I'm just happy if you guys got anything out of it with this, you know, high tier, low scrub gameplay. Hope to see you for the next one, and yeah, scrub out.